first go-round as we are into game number 1. Our first of many games and almost the first goal as Ajax had his shot blocked away. It's a barrage of shots 9 seconds in, and Manhattan are off and running.
When you talk about a team that wants to get back into the rival series, this is how you start it off. A double commit coming out here from the Peeps. It's an open shot for Malekith. Players playing very safe right now.
Ajax to the backboard, looking for Timon, and the connection is still there for Manhattan.
And they just let Timon come across in front of the box here with no one able to pressure. You see Arsenal, his back is facing, or excuse me, he's facing his own net with the back towards the ball. He can't do anything about it.
Timon giving way to Malekith. That shot blocked away. Rebound is going to be wide as well, and everybody just falling over each other, trying to get on the ball. Timon shot far down and in, might have got some help.
And it's just constant pressure right now for Manhattan. You see Pirates actually get spun out. He was trying to get to challenge that ball. He couldn't. Timon puts it off the back wall and he puts it away.
Malekith looking to add to the scoreline, and Arsenal just there for the save. But it has been all Manhattan so far. Peeps will finally get on the board. It's explosive Gyro scoring first.
It's a great play here from the Peeps, and this is what we want to see more from. This is their breakout year for these guys. They have been grinding for so long, and for Peeps to put away a shot like that to get the play going, and there's still time for Peeps here with 30 seconds left. It's more than doable to score 2 goals here, but they got to move down the field, and they can't have missed touches off the back wall.
You don't have to play perfect to make it into the rival series, but there are some mistakes you cannot afford, and here, while they're trying to chase the game, a miss on the backboard. Easy goal there for Timon. Kind of positive vibes going into game 2, as this one is well out of reach for them, and there's the dagger in game 1 from Ajax.
Yeah, definitely the dagger here for Manhattan, and this was a clinical game for Manhattan. Not only were they getting all 3 of their players involved, they were scoring, they had high offense the entire time.
From the entire past season of rival series. Gyro, though, big challenge. Has Malekith in trouble, and Gyro's shot. He scored the only goal in game 1. He's got him tied here in game 2.
And this is what we're talking about. They need to score when they have the advantage downfield. And a missed touch off the back wall, it comes into Gyro's lap, and he's able to put it away.
Skied up again. Gyro trying to play table setter, but really he's been the goal scorer. He doesn't get an assist here, but he did just enough for Pirates.
And the ball just kind of sitting in the orange half here. Malekith didn't deal with this very well. You see him coming off the back wall, doesn't even make contact, and Pirates able to sneak in there and score a second.
Not able to cross that threshold, however. But he's got another goal here on a dunk and a 3-1 lead for the Peeps.
Yeah, and this is a great dunk here by Gyro, and Arsenal just comes through and kind of pushes everyone out of the way. You see Ajax going flying there. Great 50-50 challenge by Gyro. The ball was on the right side of Malekith there.
Really find themselves behind the 8 ball now, down to 40 seconds, down 2 goals. Timon gonna set up Ajax, and they're right back in it.
I was about to sing the same story I said last game when Peeps were down 3-1 here, but Manhattan changing the script now, and it's Timon over to Ajax on the left side of the goal there. Great angled shot from him. You saw the defensive Peeps in that last minute or so really start to fall apart there. Manhattan just not able to capitalize.
Another shot in here. That's gonna be cleaned up just at the corner by Timon, and Manhattan score first.
And again, it comes off of a missed touch off the back wall there from Gyro. And the Peeps, it's the second time I've seen it.
Another opportunity. That's cleaned up by Timon. Now he can score on an empty net. And you talk about missed opportunities, that really is a 2-goal swing for Manhattan.
Yeah, and it all started with Pirates' shot, not putting that one on target, and it was an easy goal for him. He had a lot to choose from there. And then the counterattack.
Must be really nice for them being able to compete against each other with, of course, the ultimate prize in this tournament on the line. Another demo that time. Ajax taking out Arsenal, and the lead continues to grow for Manhattan.
And it's a beautiful goal here. The demo comes out, and Malekith is able to just put this one on target. Pirates is in the back of his net. Gyro, I think he's kind of blinded right there, wasn't able to see the ball. Peeps were all over Manhattan. While they didn't put a shot on net, apparently. They were all over Manhattan, and then all of a sudden, Manhattan, they get a couple goals, and maybe a 4th one here as they put it away. Manhattan just taking over the game now.
You wonder if maybe they're starting to just pout a little bit here in this 3rd game, realizing, you know, we're already really up against it. So when the dust settles here, these final 15 seconds tick off the clock. See if Timon can add to the scoreline. Oh, Gyro Well,
what a shot.
He is determined to score a goal in every game, and he has here as well.
And it was a beautiful one here for Gyro, but Timon just popping that one up. It's an own goal coming out from Gyro. You can put that one on the stat sheet. 5-0. Backs are against the wall here for Peeps.
Gyro gonna have one teed up for him, and he scores on an empty net as Manhattan fell asleep on the defensive end.
Well, I just mentioned it. You want a guy to get going on your team. It's Gyro, and he's putting away a shot here finally for his team. It's the first goal of this game.
He is human after all. Pirates can only sky this up. Here's Ajax to tie the game.
And that's how you do it for Manhattan, tying up this game late into game. This is what you want. Ajax uncontested aerial in front of the net. Last defender couldn't do anything about it.
Another stall there by Arsenal just to kill that ball, not let it go downfield. Finally, it's cleared. Arsenal's got to get there. What a redirect from Timon, and Manhattan will go back to the rival series.
And they've done it. Manhattan back-to-back seasons. They're going back to the rival series. Congratulations to them in a tough series against the Peeps.
Jay Wismont gonna have this one. Needs to find a teammate. Instead, he'll just find an open space on the blue side of the field. This is trouble.
Oh.
They just left the ball behind, and Trevor scores first.
Normal times, a huge whiff coming out from here. Hawks are not the best touch from him either, but man, talk about no touch for normal times. It's a wide open net for Nose Dude.
Weird to not see him teaming up with someone like Leftical, who had been a teammate of his for quite a while. Nobody at the net again, and now Karma scores on the empty net.
Yeah, and Karma taking huge advantage of Hawks here, kind of turning back around. You see him, he's trying to backflip. He knows he got caught there, and Karma exposes him for that defensive mistake.
Twice now in the first half of game one. Jay Wismont, he'll miss above the ball here, but that just means Nose Dude can come in, and the lead continues to grow.
And Stacks, I don't want to make the same point here, but Hawks are again kind of backflipped, went backwards to the ball going over his head again. Splice just collapsing on the play.
To at least challenge, and Hawkser's pass is not going to find normal times. Nobody's home on the other side, and Splice have another one.
And again, too many players up on the field. Hawks are not the best touch. It was a great idea to drop it down, but everyone past half field for afterthought, excuse me, and Splice.
Karma up the ladder. This is just wide of the mark, and Shock will throw it over towards normal times. And that's really what this afterthought team needs. They need to get some passes. They don't need this from Jay Wismont, though. What a snipe.
Jay Wismont, what a shot from him. In normal times, a touch that just kind of got away from him. And the last defender in Hawkser gets beat near post.
Very early attack from Afterthought.
It's a good start for Afterthought. I mean, you want to get things going. That's a great play from Afterthought. The pass down from Shock in normal times, putting it back post.
Yeah, normal times has been everywhere in this first 20 seconds, and he really takes over for Afterthought. Maybe that's what they need.
And I think this is kind of a reflection point for Afterthought. They won the last game in a 1-0 close game there, but, and again, you can't give up goals like that, but they win last game in 1-0, and it was a lot of defensive mistakes coming out from that they got bailed out. Here's another one, a bad defensive mistake. Shock can't get to the ball. They go down early, 1-0. Last time this happened, the game just completely fell away from them and out the back. That is how you respond right there. It's Shock to normal times, tying it back up.
Normal times looking to take over this series, and he has been outstanding. As big a reason as any that Afterthought are even in this position. Mark your calendars, September 1st, 2018. Corelli, wrong and admitting it. It does happen. Karma coming in out of nowhere to force this one through. Hit about the same spot in the goal before it finally rolled in.
Yeah, this is off of Jay Wismont's pass off the back wall. Uncontested. Hawkser just trying to fly across and get it. It eventually goes in off the far post.
Clinging to a one-goal lead, trying to extend it, looking for anything to open up on the offensive end. This shot is going to fall in. It looked like it just developed a magnet at the end and fell in.
Yeah, it might have gone off of Hawkser here. Karma just kind of lobbing this one towards net. Again, an open shot here. There's nobody in front of the goal, and it's actually Hawkser. No, it comes off the inside of the post and goes in anyways.
And finally, the ball sent away.
And both teams coming out swinging right now as they trade blows end to end here. First Splice, and then Afterthought. Now Splice again. They put it away. It's Jay Wismont.
Jay Wismont finally taking advantage for Splice. It really felt like they had 2 or 3 great opportunities. This one they convert on, and it comes super early in a closeout opportunity. Hosses now needs another touch. He's got it, but nobody there. Finally, it's Shock on the other side. Nosedude just watched it go by because nobody was coming on.
I threw my hands at the screen. There was no one home from Afterthought. Shock coming cross map here, and Karma already had her car past the front post.
Normal times in the general direction of Shock. Good pass ahead for Hosses. That'll drop down, but no interference. Nobody could go for the ball. It was good enough. Great interference along the goal line, and normal times gives them the lead.
And it really feels like Afterthought are starting to heat up here. They're able to put the ball down the field, string a couple passes together. It's clean Rocket League from Afterthought.
And now Jay Wismont has Nosedude lurking at midfield. His blast is blocked. Another save right on the goal line. And finally, Karma gets one through. But the way this series has gone, it looked like that one was going to be saved.
And it took all three of Splice to put this one away. You see Jay Wismont, big bump there on Shock. It actually lands on top of his head and goes in there.
Now Karma with another opportunity. This is what we talked about before. Splice getting shot after shot. Just a relentless barrage of opportunities.
Oh, wow.
And finally, Karma breaks through again for Splice.
And this is all Jay Wismont. He cuts Shock right in front of his face, comes across, pops it up. Karma's there. Normal times can't get there in time. And a beautiful play between Jay Wismont and Karma.
Mission accomplished. They can't get downfield. Another shot coming in, and this one just goes far down and home for Nosedude. Maybe it's just their day.
Yeah, and this comes off a normal time side flipping here. He was gonna go for this ball. That's why Nosedude had so much time. Shock didn't really know what was going on there.
But he's been around in the scene for so long, getting another opportunity now with a team that I think you could really call his team now in this Rival Series qualifier, but it's Sypical who's going to take over and score first.
And Gilly mentioned that article about Sypical, talking about how he is an up-and-coming player, and this shot, he just sees Astro in the net.
And he has already made an impact in the first minute of this play-in match, trying to take out Astro there. He's done maybe just enough to buy Sathiu some time to come up and score again.
And the #1 seed wasting no time. Sypical trying to get physical in net, but AXP drops it under Astro, but just in front of Moses. Sathiu comes in.
But they're at least relieving the pressure on the defensive end.
And then we see Sathiu trying to flick that ball out. Now it's still pressure, a good bounce for them. AXP couldn't read it. That is exactly what Compadres needed. This bounce was a godsend for them. Astro making it pop up and high. AXP didn't have enough boost to go for it. Stuck in no man's land. Aeon just finishes that one off.
And another perfect read this time from Astro, just getting in the way of a shot from point-blank range. Now it's Aeon for Moses. It's high, and he has!
Moses splitting the defense with a zinger. Look at this one. Aeon over to him, and then he just hits it right off the hood so blisteringly fast.
Final minute of game #1, and at long last, we have a first game that is not one-sided. The last minute has been all Moses as the Compadres have taken over.
You don't see many kickoff goals in threes, but that right there.
Compadres have punched him right in the mouth, and I think Brett are still trying to pick themselves up off the mat. Sypical looking to get a double touch, and he has! What a game!
Sypical with the double tap to tie it up. Look at this play. Flips upside down, chases it down, air rolls it, touches it with those front tires. You know, this is shaped up to be a Sypical versus Moses battle. We'll see who comes out on top. This overtime game so big, and as I said it, Sypical comes through for Bread.
A hat trick for Sypical. What a way to make an impact in your first game on an RLCS stream. And he has a ball centered here very quickly by Aeon, but it will be played away by Sathiu and company. This will kick off the corner, well read by Sathiu, and feathers it home, and another quick strike from Bread.
Picking up where they left off. Sypical again, that speed, beating out the defender, and then Sathiu getting up, getting that read off the tricky part of the corner. Compadres now will see how they bounce back. That mentally draining game #1, now giving up an early goal in game #2. And Moses, he was that hero for them in game 1. They fell short, but Moses answers back here in game 2.
Yeah, he actually gets bumped there at midfield, still able to recover because he was only grazed. And of course, Bread not in position. World Gaming Canadian Challenge. So a lot of high stakes action for AXB coming in, but it's Astro who scores here. Just another feathered touch there with the tires.
Yeah, and this was a mistake there. AXB accidentally bumping into Sathu in net. That puts Sathu out of position.
Bread one step closer, but trailing in game 2. Now Aeon around the boards. Sathu didn't get it clear, and Astro will clean up the mess.
Yes, this was all on Sathu's shoulders. He had to make this save here. Just had a little bit of a rough takeoff. He also air rolled, hit it with the bottom part of his car.
Trailing by 2, final minute. Not able to get themselves in closeout position unless they come back, and Sathu's leading the charge.
You know, we talk about Sathu flicks. This is a move that he invented. Didn't need to use it here, but still some good one-on-one play. Astro coming off the backboard.
Another 5 minutes on the clock, and Moses with a big challenge that's thrown everybody for a loop, and the leader of the Compadres strikes again.
And Moses, he was making a solo play happen all by himself last game for the first goal for Compadres. He does it again.
That's going to be intercepted by somebody beginning with A. It's going to be Astro. Typical half flip that did not work out, and Astro scores again.
Astro getting a freebie really here, catching Sipical out. Sipical didn't hit his half flip, and it was sniffed out so quickly by the Compadres defense. They have been getting to every single ball, and look at that one, that dunk, extending their lead. Compadres controlling this match.
Sometimes it's all about timing, and Aeon times this perfectly. Nobody able to get back. Sathu just a little slow. His shot's going to be well wide, but demo after demo coming out for the Compadres leads to that shot from Moses.
And Moses, he has been the guy for Compadres in game 1 and game 2. This one, he just cuts off the clear attempt from AXB. He read AXB.
They've done more than enough to take game 3.
And they've really shut down Sipical. Sathu also a non-factor, but Sipical finally getting involved. So, I mean, for the mentality, it's definitely good to avoid the shutout. This one, a very good passing play, AXB to Sipical. It's going to be very tough for them to even come close.
We've seen Sipical cheating up on every kickoff. That shot has to be on target. They get bailed out by Sathu and hold the phone. Bread are fighting their way back into this game.
Yeah, it seemed like AXB was going to finish that one off, hitting the backboard every single time. Sathu just putting a soft shot
here today with the Rival Series qualification on the line. He deserves a ton of credit, but they're not able to get back here, and it's Sipical starting this game off just like he started the series.
Yeah, and we're talking about the magic that was missing again. AXB finding Sipical at the midfield. We saw him do exactly that.
Now Sipical looking for AXB. He found him, and look out, it's an own goal.
Moses tried to push this wide. He was racing back. He didn't want a 1v1 opportunity for AXB, but accidentally helps him out. Astro was frozen.
Down to the 3-minute mark. Bread have come out firing on all cylinders, and another banger this time from AXB.
Sipical and AXB, they have been just scoping each other out for the passes. AXB waiting there in the middle. A wonderful passing play from Sipical.
So now Sipical, oh, he's feeling it, twisting through. He got the reset off the ceiling as well, but it's cleared away by Astro. Not able to stop this though. AXB scores yet again. He's got a hat trick.
AXB, he's been looking to make the passing plays happen, but this game showing us how to shoot. Air rolling so we can get maximum power on the front flip shot.
Trying to stave off the end of this match, but everybody's missed here. And the caster's curse rings true. Astro finally gets the Compadres on the board.
Sathu should have just stayed down right there. He hesitated when AXB went up for it. He knew AXB was nowhere close, and Sathu...
Everybody misses there. Kind of dual mind games. Now Sathu, one-on-one with Astro, who can't get back in time, and the lead is back to 4.
Yeah, he got this goal basically when he was able to beat out Moses right there. Moses tried to come in and interfere, but it was a beautiful first touch by Sathu.
And yes, time is certainly not on the side of the Compadres here, especially if they let in another one, and now a Brazil is on the horizon.
You said it, and if you're a new viewer and wondering what he's talking about, 7-1, just like the World Cup matchup, Germany versus Brazil, the 7-1. We'll see if Compadres again can strike early. A 6-1 blowout, and that's not what you need coming off the back wall. This should have been an easy save. Sathu putting one, it bounced off the ceiling. Astro, I don't even know what happened to him.
Moses, oh, that's a double commit. Sathu, easy angle, and AXB will steal it.
AXB picking up where he left off. He had the hat trick last game. We see the double commit there by Aeon and Moses. Moses actually looked like he blasted Aeon into outer space.
Trying to put number one into the rival series. AXB to the backboard. Nobody turns, and Astro has it away, but only as far as Sathu, and it's right back into the net.
And another communication error. Astro and Moses both going for this. Astro didn't get the greatest clear. Moses way out of position after the double commit, and Bread proving that they deserve that number one seed.
A statistical oddity there before that shot from AXB. Only 2 players had shots. Now everybody's getting in on the action, and Sipical extends the lead.
And Astro made a heroic save there, but Sipical was ready to clean up.
The Compadres watching the rival series slip away from them. They may have to go to the lower bracket unless they start a run of their own, and Astros trying to lead the charge.
And that's a perfect goal for them. That's exactly what you want, a kickoff goal. Barely any time melted off the clock. You already get one back.
But again, the pressure remains from Sathu and Bread as these teams just go back and forth, but mostly into the blue zone. Sipical's got his second as well.
And now AXB gets that playmaker medal. That shot was deadly, barely misses, but Sipical again on the rebound.
Right now, they are just looking for anything to go their way. Just a ball that kicks in front of the other net. Instead, it's Sathu, death from above, and a 6-1 lead.
Hat trick for Sathu. And now 4 assists for AXB. Astro again in net. No chance for Astro. He would have had to pre-jump it to have any hope. But again, a kickoff goal that ruins the hopes of the Brazil. But now trying to give some hope for this Compadres team. The kickoff goal is very key, but still 4 goals, just half the game left, Stacks. This is a tall order for Compadres.
Outside of that kickoff goal, and that was very short-lived.
Yeah, they shut Moses out. We'll see a charity goal here now as Aeon scores with 4 seconds left on the clock. But Stacks, AXB stepped up in games 4 and 5 for Bread. He struggled, I thought, in the last game.
Going to be in the rival series here in Season 3. We have had this league. Timmy, Chrome, Insel, all with experience in RLCS, but it's going to be Jit that gets the first goal here for the Garbage Man.
And this one, Jit just racing this ball down. Timmy hesitated on that, and then Jit, this actually helped him out. He tried to side flip.
A shot from Brendan hits the post, hits the crossbar rather, and then the counter clear all the way back down. It'll be a tie game as the Hosses find the long shot.
Yeah, that is a long shot indeed. Pretty much the entirety of the field. Brendan and Deck both going for that ball. Chrome saw Deck out of position and just launches it all the way back. Had a guaranteed rival series spot with CLG, but with the departure of Miho and Dapper, and that's a great save by Deck, but with the departure of Miho and Dapper, he's now having to re-qualify, and the Hosses are on track to do just that. A very powerful shot, and the offense has just been stellar so far for the Hosses. Difficult shots to block if you're a Garbage Man. Quick thinking by Jit. That was a very scary ball for them. They actually killed it right over net, but Jit had the presence of mind to recover it back down, but somehow this one just sneaks through.
Hard break here as it bounced off the defender. Deck, it went to Insel, then to Chrome, and then coming out of net, Brendan tried to make the block. You can see the trail's blue on the ball. He was the last player to touch it.
These guys are going to be a force in the rival series.
Oh, he got 2 of them. Brendan's got an open net. Can he possibly get it around the post? He does. Congratulations, Brendan. That's an easy shot to mess up, but he doesn't get it this time. 1 goal deficit now for the Garbage Man.
You know, I've been loving what I'm seeing from Jit. Not only did he get that demo, he also got the bump on Timmy. He cleared out the entire defense.
Set up his teammate Next touch actually will work for Timmy here. He puts it onto the backboard once more. Nobody home as Jit tries to just figure out what he's doing. He got caught a little bit, just some indecision there. Didn't know what to do, and Insol strikes.
Yeah, Jit was in net right here. Tried to go up on the wall, but he was a little too late. Perhaps he should have just stayed in net. Had he stayed in net.
Jit sitting in net. Allow Deck to move up, but Insol moving in as the ball outpaced the defense, and does the drop in for Timmy work. He dunks him right above the net, and it's a 2-goal lead for the Hosses.
This was a little bit of chaos. Jit and Brendan running into each other. Brendan caught in a tough spot after that, misread it off the backboard. A very difficult situation.
Top of one. Oh my goodness, the shot hitting the post. And the Hosses just holding on to this defense. Finally, Insol gets it on the double tap. A beautiful play. He had so much ball control, and he gets the lead here for the Hosses.
The solo play from Insol, double tapping it. What a fast play from him. Ultimate control.
They've successfully just spelled out and followed the recipe. They get another one here, a 2-goal lead. The Hosses starting to run away. They want that rival series spot, and they want it now.
And Brendan, that's an unfortunate hit for him. He tried to get a piece of it.
Now Insol picking it up from Chrome, wrapping it all the way back around. Now out in the middle, and the defense just wasn't there. The Demolitions throwing off the rotation, and a great aggressive challenge. The Hosses have 3.
Another botched clear here. Deck needed to hit that one far, time it off the wall. And that's going to be a difficult position for the Garbage Men to come back from. Hosses now 3 goals up.
They're trying to make it 4. Timmy puts it in again. They're so aggressive, and they're running away with the game. The sweep of the Garbage Men. The Cinderella story. It takes a turn. The clocks hit midnight. Can they find their way back to the ball? Soli Sports Compadres looking to get in.
And one interesting thing about both these teams is they're on the marathon right now, and more about that later because Astro hits that upper 90 beautifully.
Nails it here in enemy territory, finds the pass from his teammate Moses here. A team play from one corner to the other, and then Astro straight down the middle, upper 90, finds the shot. Plays it back away, but Moses has the response, actually misses the ball, and then the miss on the back line as well. Knapp sends it down the field, and it's a tie game.
Just simple mistake there. You've got to hit the ball. That's what separates the good from the great. And if you're Astro there, your team is relying on you on defense. You're that last man back.
Bork sends it back across. Can Astro get there in time? He does. He sends it away. And also, there was no immediate challenge from the rest of Soli Sports. But now the pressure's starting to build. Bork sends it on target, dead center of the goal, and it's 2-1 Sol.
The spacing and rotation right now for Soli Sports is just beautiful. You're not seeing any gaps. You're not seeing any possibility for Compadres right now to clear the ball out of the zone.
Pinned on a Moses, back away. The corner Knapp now, solo dribbling, stolen by Aeon. He sends it straight on target, and it's a tie game. Compadres, they find an opening and they take it.
Aeon just says, thank you very much. I'll take that right off of your hood.
Is this your ball? No, it's my ball.
No, that's mine. That's just a misflick there.
Shot is wide, and Astro sends it to the corner. Now up on the wall. Cross midfield. The challenge from Aeon is good. He gets the dunk on the side, and that's the win for Compadres.
What a way to position his car. He saw where that ball was going on the defender. It could only go one way. He positioned himself in front of the ball.
That's what you need right there, folks. But game 2 inbound here. Moses right off the bat. 3 seconds into the game, he gets a goal.
Yeah, just a pinch right off the kickoff, and you can totally see both players on Sol going back for boost.
Aeon in the corner. Savvy. Back down, Knapp up to challenge. Sends it high again and needs some help from his teammates. And here it comes from Bork. He puts it right on target, and it's a tie game.
That is a beautiful pass, going nice and hard off that back wall, which pulls that ball out. The defender has to get that touch, or else it's a perfectly centered ball at the top of the box. And Bork, come on, guys, clean it up a little bit.
Starting to sort things out. Demolitions continue here. We've had one every 30 seconds, but a great infield pass. Aeon's shot is good. He hits a demolition there at the end, or maybe got demolished himself. But what a shot. Holy cow.
I thought that was definitely faster than 54 miles per hour, but just fast enough to put it out of the reach of Knapp.
Goes under one as well. No, the ball has kind of been neutralized here. Moses has to flick it up high, and here comes Bork to try and finish it off. Finds the shot and ties the game. It's been all Bork on offense here for Sol.
And good patience from Bork, too. You saw the pass from Savvy. Bork knows that that's going to get interrupted by Moses. Moses, with the really poor hit, flicks it up, and Bork waits.
Here comes Astro, shot on target. Moses with an opportunity, sends it to the top, and it hits the crossbar. The follow from Aeon is good, and that's the lead back for Compadres. They come right back at the 2-minute mark and get the lead.
You know, if Soli Sports can stop with the double commits, I really think they're going to be a hard team to beat. But when you take 2 players out of the picture, you've got to go for one, and that was a great example of he's going for that shot, thinking it's on net. Instead, it's a good pass, and Astro down.
Oh my goodness, it looked like it was going to go wide to me, but he finds the corner again. This top corner has been the best friend of Compadres here in game 2.
Oh, baby, just good accuracy.
104 on the clock. 2-goal deficit here for Soli Sports. The flick over 1, and now the setup can Nap find the shot, sends it on target, and it's a 1-goal game. Soli Sports trying to come back here.
Great flick. I mean, you could see it coming from a mile away. I don't know why both Moses and Aeon went for that. Got to have some communication in the backfield, but wide open net. We're under a minute.
Moses, pass back in. Nap to Savvy. Shot on target. Does it go in? It goes crossbar and down. The infield pass. They find the upper corner, which was the best friend of Compadres last game. Soli Sports makes use of it this time.
And that's a team play. That's what we need to see from Soli Sports. And then an absolute rifle of a shot. Go for team passing plays and try and disrupt the offense of Soli Sports.
A pass in, and Bork finds the shot. He continues to be dominant on the offense. And with 2:19 left to go, Savvy and Bork connect.
Look at the 1-2-3 combo. That's that's beautiful Rocket League. That's exactly what you want to see if you're a fan of the game.
We need to see Aeon and Astro come to life on offense for Compadres. They want to get this sweep. Here comes Astro. There he goes. Straight on target. It's a way to get it started. They find the pass play. It was Aeon that assisted him. 2:06 left to go. It's a 1-goal game.
You ask, they deliver. Aeon up to Astro. Great passing play. This is my favorite type of Rocket League to watch.
And Soli Sports, they've been doing a good job getting into this game by staying on offense. Here comes some bumps, now back in front of the goal. The shot comes through from Savvy, and they take the 2-goal lead right back.
Astro sent into space. Not even the Hubble telescope could see him there. Good play by Bork to open things up for his teammates, and good presence there from Savvy.
And then shoot at an open net. Now here comes Bork with another follow-up. The save from Astro sent to the side. He has a savior medal now. Here comes Nap through the air to drop it into the corner. He finds the target, and a 3-goal lead now for Sol.
Watch the defender in net. He realizes right here, like, oh, I messed up. And Nap just hammers it into the upper 90 and pinches it right in.
Dunks have been incredible this game. He's constantly winning them in favor, but Savvy sends it on target, and the defense is not quite there. With 52 seconds remaining, Savvy Seal puts the only goal Sol needs here for game 4.
Came all the way off the wall for that? Are you serious? Oh my gosh, what a read from him.
45 seconds remaining, past 1. Moses gets it over the top of Savvy, who's the last line back. It'll go all the way. He can't do anything about it. Tries. He does get it away. Oh, but Aeon comes in. A brilliant save, but Aeon says not today. It's just not enough.
He got the scoop under it.
Can't believe
and barely doesn't get there, but good shot placement there from Aeon. Oh, baby, this is where the goosebumps start, and it's over! Moses carries his team to victory, splits the defense like it's the Red Sea, and Compadres are in the rival series.
Congratulations to the Compadres after Soli Sports heartbreak. And Reynolds has to get it out to his teammates, but Gyro intercepts. Here comes Arsenal, sends the shot on target, and that's the Peeps with the first goal.
Yeah, I don't know about that defensive decision here from Roldiz. You see him go up on this back wall when... I don't know about that. I don't know how I feel about that. I'd rather see someone in net. I didn't say that.
I said it. 4 minutes and 10 seconds left to go, and oh my goodness, Gyro gets 1. Pirates gets the shot on target. A 2-goal lead now for the Peeps.
Bye-bye. That is a beautiful demo to open things up, getting the fullback play, and there's the open net, and you see the defender unable to react.
Gonna move into the side. I'm not gonna lie, when he flies across the map and like his name is moving across frames, you know what? He scored the goal. He scored the goal.
And Reynolds has pedals.
He has pedals. Look at that.
Yeah, that's at least something makes sense. I know they don't have a team name with R, but the pedals explode right there with the butterflies.
And the save comes through. 2 players committed on that, but they get it cleanly to their own corner, and they're actually getting a shot from midfield all the way down. It didn't look like it was going fast enough to make it, but a 2-goal lead now for the Peeps.
A little over-aggression there from the dudes, and you see Ralph rotating all the way on the side of the field back, trying to get that full boost pad.
Now here's Ralph dropping it back to Reynolds in the midfield. They've got Gyro engaging, and he gets the interception onto the backboard and drops straight down, and Roldiz just tries to make a stop, but it's not enough, and he puts it into his own goal.
In the words of the great musicians, TLC, don't go chasing waterfalls. And Roldiz, they're on the same page, they're just not on the same line. They have the right ideas, good pressure here from Pirates, and you just see the play break down because they're so scattered all over the field. One person is thinking one thing, the other's thinking another. It's not correlating to great team play.
Pirates there. Roldiz in the middle, keeps the pressure on onto the backboard. Pirates up, doesn't make any contact, and here comes Reynolds. That's the lead for the dudes. They find the defensive mistake forced on the pressure here, and they score.
And don't give up that pressure, not so easily. I don't care if you don't have full boost. I don't care if you've got 20 in your tank.
Great transition, beautiful touch from Pirates, and all the way down the field. Arsenal looking to tie the game, finds the shot. Are you kidding me? What a play to tie the game.
I was expecting a pass here, but to have the presence of mind to put it on target, great angle from him to get it not only the defender, but on net. But you see Gyro coming in just to secure it.
Reynolds isn't there. Pirates comes in. Does he find the corner? No, it hits the crossbar and the post, and now Gyro in with the follow-ups on the crossbar again, and Pirates will actually roll it into the goal on the ground, and the Peeps, just like that, take control of game 2.
Almost rattles in that upper 90 there, and you see a little bit of a double commit, and Pirates just goes right underneath Roldiz.
1:30 left on the clock. The dudes, they had the lead here for the first time in this series, and now they're gonna have to try and find it again, and oh my goodness, it looked like the defender would be able to block this, but they just weren't ready for the speed of Arsenal.
It's just insane that Ralph is looking at that ball backwards. I don't know what he's expecting, but there needs to be some communication.
Ralph onto the wall, just trying to give themselves a shot. What is happening? The defenses are so lucky. Finally, Ralph says, excuse me, I'm putting a shot on target. You can't stop me. The dudes have the lead.
Yeah, you guys lucked out twice already. It's not going to happen 3 times. And you see him. He knows that that right side of the net is open. Unfortunately, that shot was way too high. But I'm really liking how the dudes are playing right now. If the ball's anywhere near midfield,
oh, great midfield pass. Reynolds slams it home, and with 1:25 left to go, they're up by 2.
It's just a beautiful passing play from Ralph. He sees Reynolds streaking down the middle, and he cuts off a defender, steals that ball away.
Start on offense. A good clear from Gyro. Pinch goes through. Roldiz has an open net to shoot at, and he'll find it. The pinch just working out. The dudes, they find the goal in game 4, looking comfortable.
And right there, great play of being that cherry picker down the field, and it pays off.
Had they lost that, the Peeps would have been in a great 1v2/3 in net. And here on the other end, a defensive mistake in goal leaves, or on the corner rather, ties up the game immediately.
Yeah, you can't have these. You absolutely cannot have these. This isn't rank A anymore. This isn't even rank X. This is the rival series play-in.
In the defender's defense, he had Gyro right up on his face. It can be difficult when you got a defender breathing down your neck. Oh my goodness, what? We've scored 3 goals in the first 30 seconds, Subi.
I would say Reynolds made up for that mistake he just made. Absolutely did. Great shot placement, and kind of wondering if Arsenal...
But he gets a great clear, and now Reynolds onto the backboard. Roldiz airborne, looking for the shot, finds it underneath Arsenal, who was up too high, and a 2-goal lead. The dudes are starting to get control.
Yeah, you see Arsenal going up, trying to come out the mouth of the goal up top. Not sure about that decision.
A brilliant pass for Ralph. Back into the blue box again. Arsenal and Gyro just a little bit confused, and Reynolds will take advantage of it with 4:59 seconds. We've just crossed into the last minute, and a 3-goal lead for the dudes.
And you see Arsenal just eyes wide open, deer stuck in the headlights from that big boost pad.
Down the field, here comes Roldiz. He sends it high, but Pirates airborne, sends it on target. No, it goes in! The Peeps, they took games 1 and 2, and they had to go all the way to overtime in game 5, but they finally seal the deal, and it's Pirates that does it.
Oh, and Ralph almost had the save.